All right, let's begin this journey into a world of gentle calm and quiet repose, imagining a place where time slows down, where every sound is a soft invitation to relax, and every thought drifts away like a wisp of smoke into the tranquil air. We're stepping into a cozy cafe, a place designed purely for comfort and peace, a sanctuary from the bustling world outside. Imagine the gentle hum of the refrigerator, a distant, almost imperceptible thrum that only adds to the sense of enclosure and warmth, creating a soft, consistent baseline for all the other subtle sounds that will weave together our tapestry of sleep. The air itself feels warm and slightly sweet, perhaps with the lingering aroma of roasted coffee beans, a hint of vanilla, or the faintest whisper of freshly baked pastries, a scent that doesn't demand attention, but rather cradles you in its comforting embrace. It's a scent that promises no urgency, no sharp edges, just a soft, inviting depth that encourages a slow, steady breath. Now picture yourself seated by a window, a sturdy, dark wood table before you, its surface smooth beneath your fingertips, perhaps bearing the faint, almost invisible rings left by countless warm mugs of tea or coffee, each one a silent story of countless hours of quiet contemplation. The chair you're in is plush, upholstered in a soft, muted fabric, perhaps a deep forest green or a warm, earthy brown, cradling your back and allowing you to sink into its embrace. It's the kind of chair that encourages you to stay, to linger, to simply be. Your hands might be wrapped around a warm, ceramic mug, the heat seeping gently into your palms, a comforting anchor in this calm space. Perhaps it's a simple chamomile tea or a decaffeinated latte, a drink chosen not for its stimulating properties, but for its soothing warmth and gentle flavor, a small ritual of winding down. Outside this window, the world is hushed. It's raining, a gentle, persistent rain that falls with a soft rhythm against the glass. Not a harsh, driving downpour, but a sympathetic, steady patter, almost like a lullaby played on the window panes. Each droplet seems to dissolve into the next, creating a shimmering, liquid curtain that obscures the sharp edges of the world, softening everything into a dreamy blur. You can hear it, can't you? That distinct, calming sound of rain on glass, a natural white noise that gently washes away any lingering anxieties or busy thoughts. It's a sound that tells you there's no need to rush, no need to worry about what's happening out there. Because in here you are safe, you are warm, you are utterly at peace. And occasionally, just occasionally, almost as if orchestrated, you might hear the faintest, most distant chime. Perhaps it's from a nearby bell tower, its sound softened by the rain in the distance. Or perhaps it's a small, decorative wind chime hanging just outside the cafe door, stirred by a gentle gust of wind. It's a sound that floats in, ethereal and light, then fades away, leaving only a gentle echo in the stillness. It's not an intrusive sound, but rather a momentary, delicate punctuation to the steady rain, a tiny, melodic whisper that reminds you of the quiet beauty surrounding you. Your gaze now drifts to the object of your quiet contemplation, a manga, open on the table before you. It's not a frenetic, action-packed manga, but perhaps a slice-of-life story or a gentle fantasy, something whose narrative unfolds slowly, deliberately, without sudden shocks or dramatic twists. The pages are thick, slightly rough to the touch, and they have that distinctive, comforting scent of paper and ink. You're not actively reading, not poring over every word or panel, but rather observing, letting your eyes softly trace the lines of the art, the flow of the speech bubbles, the quiet expressions on the characters' faces. Each panel is like a tiny window into a serene world, a world where the biggest drama might be a character deciding what tea to drink or watching the rain fall just like you are. The art itself is gentle, perhaps rendered in soft grayscale tones or muted, understated colors, avoiding anything that might jar or overstimulate. And then with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, you reach out and slowly, carefully turn a page. Hear that gentle, whisper-soft rustle of paper against paper, a sound so delicate it might be mistaken for the soft brush of a feather. It's not a crisp, sharp flick, but a languid, unhurried turn, the kind that suggests endless time and no destination. Each page turn is a small, satisfying event, a gentle punctuation in the continuous flow of calm. It's a repetitive action, isn't it? Turning pages one after another, each revealing a new, yet equally calm tableau. This simple, repetitive motion becomes a form of meditation, a quiet rhythm that helps to quiet the mind. Your fingers might linger for a moment on the smooth surface of the new page, feeling the slight texture of the ink before slowly drifting on. The story within the manga continues its gentle unfolding. Perhaps it's about a young woman who runs a small bakery in a quiet village, and her days are filled with the soft clinking of teacups, the warm scent of baking bread, and the occasional, gentle conversations with her few familiar customers. Or maybe it's about an elderly scholar who spends his days tending a small, moss-covered garden, carefully trimming the bonsai trees, observing the changes in the seasons, and occasionally exchanging a few quiet words with a stray cat that has adopted his porch. These aren't stories that demand your full, undivided attention. They are stories that are content to simply exist, to be there in the background, offering a soft, narrative hum that complements the rain and the chimes. The characters move through their lives with a gentle grace. Their worries are small, their joys are simple, and their days flow with an unhurried, natural rhythm. There's no urgency, no conflict that can't be resolved with a quiet cup of tea and a thoughtful conversation. As you continue to slowly turn the pages, the rain outside persists, a steady, comforting presence. It's as if the world outside is performing a never-ending, gentle concert just for you, its audience of one. The sound varies ever so slightly, a heavier patter when a gust of wind pushes against the window, a softer whisper as it momentarily eases, but always returning to that consistent, soothing rhythm. And those distant chimes, they appear again, almost shyly. Ding-dong. A light, airy sound that seems to float from far away, carried on the damp air, a delicate counterpoint to the heavier, more grounded sound of the rain. It's a sound that doesn't demand interpretation, doesn't carry a message, but simply is. It comes, it goes, leaving only the memory of its brief, sweet tone. Your breath deepens, becomes slower, more even. You feel your shoulders soften, the tension you might have been unknowingly holding beginning to melt away like sugar in hot water. The light in the cafe is soft, perhaps from overhead lamps with warm, diffused glow, or from small, decorative lanterns casting gentle pools of illumination on the tables. Nothing too bright, nothing too harsh. Just enough light to see the pages of your manga, to appreciate the delicate art, but not so much that it stimulates your eyes or your mind. The shadows in the corners of the cafe are deep and inviting, holding a sense of quiet mystery, places where thoughts can rest and wander without disturbance. Imagine the other patrons in this cafe, if there are any. They too are enveloped in their own cocoons of calm. Perhaps someone is sketching quietly in a notebook, their pencil scratching softly against the paper, another gentle sound blending into the ambience. Another might be simply gazing out the window, lost in their own thoughts, or sipping their tea with their eyes closed, savoring the warmth and the peace. No loud conversations, no sudden movements, just a shared understanding of the need for quietude. The cafe itself feels old, established, as if it has been a haven for quiet souls for many, many years. The floorboards might creak softly under the occasional movement of a chair, a gentle, organic sound that feels natural and unforced. The story in your manga continues to meander along. Maybe the bakery owner is now carefully decorating a batch of small, intricate pastries, each one a tiny work of art, a testament to patience and dedication. The scholar might be gently sweeping fallen leaves from his garden path, the soft swish of the broom, a rhythmic, comforting sound. You are not invested in what happens next, not eagerly anticipating a climax or a resolution. You are simply enjoying the act of watching, of observing, of being present in the gentle flow of these quiet lives. The illustrations themselves are a calming balm for the eyes. The artist's hand is steady, precise, creating worlds that are intricate yet simple, detailed yet uncluttered. Every line seems to be drawn with intention, yet without fanfare, contributing to the overall sense of peacefulness. Another page turn, that soft, whispering sound, almost like a sigh. It's a natural punctuation mark in this continuous flow of tranquility. The texture of the paper beneath your fingertips is a small, grounding sensation, reminding you of the physical world, yet drawing you deeper into this calm, internal space. The ink, perhaps, has a faint, almost imperceptible sheen in the soft light, adding another subtle layer to the visual experience. The narrative unfolds at its own pace, never rushing, never demanding. It's like watching a quiet stream flow, its surface occasionally rippled by a gentle breeze, but always moving steadily onward, carrying away any debris, any lingering worries, leaving behind only clarity and calm. The rain outside seems to settle into an even deeper rhythm now, a steady, unwavering curtain of sound. It has become a constant companion, a presence that grounds you, that tells you everything is all right, everything is exactly as it should be. The world outside, with all its demands and noises, feels impossibly far away, a distant memory that holds no power over this moment. Here in this cozy cafe, with the manga pages gently turning, the rain whispering its soft song, and the distant chimes occasionally offering their ethereal melody, you are utterly cocooned. There's a profound sense of safety, of being held in a gentle, warm embrace. You might find your eyes slowly beginning to feel heavy, the soft light blurring the edges of the manga panels, the intricate lines of the art beginning to soften and merge. This isn't a battle against sleep, but a welcoming of it, an acceptance of its gentle approach. The manga story continues to whisper its uneventful tale, a soothing drone that encourages your mind to let go, to stop striving, to simply float. The characters are still moving through their calm routines. Their soft voices, if you could hear them, would be murmuring quiet agreements and gentle observations. They are content, and their contentment is infectious, spreading through the cafe like the warmth from a freshly brewed cup of tea. Another page turns, a slow, deliberate movement, the soft rustle almost lost in the steady rhythm of the rain. It's a tiny sound, easily overlooked, yet profoundly calming in its simplicity. The image that appears on the new page is just as serene as the last, perhaps a character enjoying a quiet moment, observing nature, or simply contemplating a cup of tea. There are no sudden bursts of action, no dramatic shifts in perspective. Just a continuation of gentle moments, strung together like pearls on a silken thread. Your breathing continues to deepen, becoming even more measured, more serene. Each exhale feels like a release, a letting go of any remaining tension. The distant chimes echo again, a faint, almost melancholic sweetness in the air, a beautiful, delicate sound that resonates for a moment before fading into the vastness of the rain. It's a reminder of the world beyond, but a gentle one, a world that is not demanding, but simply existing in harmony with your quiet space. The contrast between the steady, earthy sound of the rain and the ethereal lightness of the chimes creates a subtle sonic tapestry that is both grounded and transcendent, helping your mind drift effortlessly between the tangible and the dreamlike. Your eyelids feel heavy, a pleasant weight that presses down, inviting them to close. You might find yourself drifting, not quite asleep, but not fully awake either, existing in that beautiful liminal space where thoughts become hazy and images begin to meld with feelings. The manga pages are still there, still being turned, but the details are less important now. It's the overall sensation, the gentle rhythm, the quiet repetition that holds sway. The very act of perceiving becomes soft, unfocused, allowing your mind to rest. The cafe remains a haven of peace, its warmth a constant embrace. The subtle aroma of coffee and vanilla still lingers, a comforting memory that wraps around you. Every sound, every sensation, every visual element in this space is conspiring to guide you deeper into relaxation, deeper into that quiet state of readiness for sleep. The soft clinking of a ceramic mug being placed back on a saucer, a gentle, almost musical sound from across the room, barely registers, yet it adds another tiny thread to the tapestry of calm. Imagine the texture of the manga paper again, the slight roughness, the way your finger catches just so on the edge of the page as you prepare to turn it. This small, tactile experience is a gentle anchor, a reminder of the present moment, yet it doesn't jar you awake. Instead, it grounds you in the act of slowing down, of being deliberate and unhurried. The faint scent of the ink, that particular smell of freshly printed paper, is another subtle sensory detail that adds to the rich, yet understated experience of this calm space. The rain outside continues its tireless, gentle work, cleansing the world, washing away the dust and the noise, leaving behind only freshness and stillness. It's a sound that seems to have no beginning and no end, a continuous flowing melody that is profoundly hypnotic. Each drop contributes to the overall symphony, yet no single drop demands attention, all working in unison to create this perfect blanket of sound. And those distant chimes, they return, a brief, clear resonance that cuts through the rain for just a fleeting moment, a silver thread woven through the gray. The manga's narrative continues its slow, unhurried progression. Perhaps the quiet baker has now finished her day's work and is gazing out at the very same rain you are observing, a soft smile gracing her lips, content with the simple rhythm of her life. The scholar might be sipping his evening tea, watching the fireflies begin to dance in his garden, a moment of profound, simple beauty. These are not exciting stories, not stories meant to keep you on the edge of your seat. They are stories designed to soothe, to comfort, to gently guide you away from the need for drama and into the embrace of everyday peace. You can feel the warmth of the mug in your hands, a steady, comforting presence. The weight of it, the smooth curve of the ceramic, all contribute to a sense of groundedness, a feeling of being present in this peaceful moment. Your thoughts are no longer racing, no longer jumping from one concern to the next. They are slowing, becoming diffused, less urgent, like clouds drifting lazily across a vast, empty sky. There's no pressure to think, no pressure to analyze, no pressure to do anything at all. Just to be. The turning of the manga page is a deliberate, gentle motion, almost ritualistic in its slowness. It's a tiny act of creation and unveiling, revealing another carefully drawn scene, another moment of quiet life. The soft rustle, the whisper of paper, is a sound that reinforces the sense of calm, a gentle underscore to the steady patter of the rain. It's an auditory cue that tells your brain to keep slowing down, to keep letting go. And now the distant chimes again, such a delicate, fleeting sound, like a secret shared between the wind and the air, meant only for those who are listening closely enough, those who are attuned to the subtle whispers of the world. It's a sound that doesn't demand your full attention, but rather invites a gentle acknowledgement, a soft smile of recognition, before it gracefully fades back into the ambient hum of the cafe and the steady drumming of the rain. Your breathing is now slow and deep, the kind of breathing that comes naturally when you are fully relaxed, when your body has released its hold on tension and worry. Each breath fills you with a sense of peace, and each exhale releases whatever might be clinging to your mind, like leaves falling gently from a tree in autumn. The air around you in the cafe feels soft, slightly humid from the rain outside, a comforting warmth that wraps around you like a soft blanket. The manga panels continue to unfold, a gentle panorama of quiet moments. The lines of the art are fluid, expressive in their simplicity, conveying emotion and atmosphere without resorting to exaggerated gestures or dramatic compositions. The artist's hand is a steady guide, leading you through scenes of everyday beauty. A steaming cup of tea, a bookshelf filled with beloved volumes, a window pane beaded with raindrops, a sleeping cat curled up on a sunbeam. These are images that don't demand interpretation, but rather invite contemplation, allowing your mind to simply absorb their peaceful presence. Another slow, deliberate page turn, that soft, gentle rustle, almost like a whisper of silk. It's a subtle sensory input that confirms the continuation of this peaceful experience, a small, satisfying sound that deepens the sense of calm. The visual transition from one panel to the next is seamless, a smooth unfolding of the narrative without abrupt cuts or jarring changes. It's designed to keep your mind in a continuous state of gentle reception, never forcing, always inviting. The rain outside has settled into an almost hypnotic rhythm now. It's a deep, consistent drone, a vast, enveloping soundscape that has become a fundamental part of the cafe's atmosphere. It feels as if the entire world outside has slowed down, synchronizing with the pace of your own relaxation, allowing you to sink deeper and deeper into this profound state of peace. And the occasional distant chime, a delicate counterpoint, a brief melodic punctuation that floats in and out of the rain's steady embrace, reminding you of the subtle beauty that permeates even the quietest moments. Your thoughts are no longer concrete, no longer tethered to specific ideas or concerns. They are becoming more abstract, more like feelings or sensations, dissolving into the background hum of the cafe. You are less aware of distinct sounds and more aware of the overall blend, the seamless tapestry of auditory comfort. The gentle clinking of a spoon against ceramic, a distant, muffled murmur of conversation from another table. All these tiny sounds contribute to the rich, yet understated ambience, without ever disturbing the overriding sense of peace. The manga continues its quiet journey, its characters moving through their gentle lives, their small routines, their moments of quiet reflection. You are not following a plot, not seeking a resolution. You are simply allowing the images and the implied narrative to wash over you, a gentle current that carries you further and further into a state of drowsy contentment. The grayscale tones of the illustrations, or the muted colors, contribute to this sense of calm, avoiding anything that might be too bright or too stimulating, keeping everything soft, understated, and utterly soothing. Another slow, deliberate turning of the page. The soft sound is like a gentle breath, a sigh of contentment from the paper itself. It's a quiet affirmation of the ongoing journey, a subtle shift in the visual landscape that is always comforting, never jarring. The texture of the paper beneath your fingers is a grounding sensation, a small, gentle reminder of the physical world, yet it only deepens your immersion into this realm of quiet relaxation. The rain outside is a constant, unwavering presence, a steady partner in your journey towards sleep. It's a sound that has become so familiar, so ingrained in the atmosphere, that it feels like a natural extension of your own calm breathing. It wraps around the cafe, around you, like a protective shield, keeping the chaos of the outside world at bay, allowing you to simply exist in this perfect moment of peace. And the distant chimes, they sing their brief, sweet song again, a delicate, ethereal melody that seems to float in from a dream, a tiny, exquisite jewel of sound in the vastness of the rain. Your eyelids feel heavier and heavier, a gentle, insistent pull. The soft light of the cafe seems to dim around the edges, as if the world itself is preparing for sleep alongside you. The images on the manga pages are becoming softer, less defined, their intricate details blending into a comforting blur. You are letting go, surrendering to the gentle current of relaxation that is carrying you towards the shores of sleep. There's no resistance, no fight, just a peaceful acceptance. The quiet hum of the cafe, the soft clinking of distant cups, the gentle rustle of the manga pages, the steady patter of the rain, the ethereal chime of distant bells, all these sounds are weaving together into a seamless tapestry of auditory comfort. They are not competing for your attention, but rather complementing each other, creating a rich yet understated symphony of stillness that encourages your mind to completely let go. Every sensation is working in harmony to guide you into that precious state of deep, restorative sleep. The manga's uneventful story continues to unfold, a gentle whisper of narrative that asks nothing of you, demands nothing. Its characters are living their quiet lives, their peaceful routines, their moments of calm reflection, providing a soothing backdrop for your journey into slumber. You are simply observing, allowing the gentle rhythm of their world to merge with the gentle rhythm of your own breath, creating a shared space of profound peace. Another page turns, a slow, unhurried motion, the softest rustle of paper against paper, a barely audible sigh. It's a tiny, comforting event that marks the passage of time without urgency, a gentle sign that the quiet journey continues. The image on the new page is just as serene as the last, perhaps a character gazing at a calm pond, or preparing a simple, nourishing meal, or simply resting in a comfortable chair, just like you are. These scenes are designed to resonate with your own desire for peace and stillness. The rain outside, it's still there, a constant, unwavering presence. Its rhythm has become deeply ingrained, a part of the very fabric of your surroundings, a comforting heartbeat that never falters. It's a sound that seems to hold the entire world in its gentle embrace, slowing everything down, softening every edge, inviting a profound sense of calm. And again, those distant chimes, a delicate, almost ghostly melody that floats in, brief and beautiful, then fades away, leaving only the memory of its sweetness. It's a sound that hints at wonder, but without any urgency or demand. Your body feels heavier, more relaxed, sinking deeper into the plush embrace of the chair. The warmth of the cafe wraps around you like a soft, comforting blanket. You are drifting, gently floating on a current of peace, allowing the sounds and sensations to carry you further and further away from wakefulness, closer and closer to the soft embrace of sleep. There's a profound sense of release, a letting go of all the day's burdens, all the mind's incessant chatter. The very air in the cafe seems imbued with a quality of stillness, a gentle, quiet presence that permeates every corner. Even the subtle scent of coffee and vanilla seems to have softened, becoming less distinct, blending into an overall impression of comforting warmth and gentle sweetness. Every detail, no matter how small, is contributing to this overwhelming sense of calm, creating an environment perfectly tuned for relaxation and sleep. The manga pages continue to turn, a rhythmic, repetitive motion that acts like a visual pendulum, gently swaying your mind deeper into a state of drowsy contentment. Each soft rustle of paper is a tiny, reassuring sound, a gentle reminder that this peaceful process is continuing, uninterrupted, unwavering. The characters within the story are still living their quiet lives, their serene routines, providing a steady, gentle narrative hum that lulls your mind into a state of receptive calm. The rain outside has now become almost indistinguishable from the background hum of the cafe, a continuous, enveloping presence that has merged with the very atmosphere. It's no longer a distinct sound, but rather a fundamental component of the cafe's serene soundscape, a vast, unbroken wave of soothing white noise. And those distant chimes, they appear less frequently now, their presence becoming more dreamlike, more ethereal, tiny sparks of sound that shimmer for a moment before dissolving back into the silence. Your eyelids are now almost completely closed, the world outside your internal space becoming a vague, hazy impression. The colors of the cafe, the lines of the manga, are all softening, blurring, dissolving into a comforting wash of muted tones and gentle light. You are no longer actively seeing, no longer actively processing. You are simply experiencing, absorbing the gentle, calming sensations that are leading you into the deep, restful embrace of sleep. The silence between the sounds in the cafe seems to deepen, to become richer, more profound. It's not an empty silence, but a full, resonant quiet that is pregnant with peace. The distant clinking of a spoon, the soft murmur of a voice, these sounds now seem to travel through a vast, silent space, their impact softened and diffused, barely registering as distinct entities. Everything is blending, merging, creating a seamless flow of auditory comfort. The manga pages continue their gentle, unhurried turn, a visual rhythm that reinforces the slow, steady approach of sleep. The soft rustle of paper is now almost a subliminal sound, a subtle vibration in the air that you feel more than consciously hear. The story itself has receded into the background, its narrative no longer distinct, but rather a gentle, comforting presence that helps to quiet the active mind. You are drifting, floating, carried on a current of peaceful stillness. The rain outside is a constant, unwavering hum, a deep, pervasive sound that has become one with the very air you breathe. It's a profound, enveloping presence that ensures nothing can disturb this perfect state of peace. And the distant chimes, they have become even more infrequent, more dreamlike, tiny echoes from a faraway land that whisper of beauty before dissolving into the vast, silent tapestry of the night. Their presence is a delicate reminder of the magic that exists even in the quietest moments. Your breath is now deep and even, the rhythm of a truly restful state. Your body feels completely relaxed, heavy and comfortable against the soft upholstery of the chair. You are no longer actively thinking, no longer analyzing, no longer worrying. You are simply existing in a state of profound peace, a gentle transition between wakefulness and the deep, restorative embrace of sleep. Every muscle in your body has let go, every thought has dissolved, leaving behind only calm. The sounds of the cafe have become a singular, unified hum, a soft, pervasive presence that cradles you. The gentle rustle of manga pages, the distant clinking of cups, the pervasive sound of the rain, the occasional whisper of chimes, all these elements have fused into one continuous, enveloping soundscape that is perfectly designed to guide you into a state of deep, undisturbed sleep. You are utterly at peace, utterly safe, utterly ready to surrender to the quiet beauty of the night. The images from the manga are no longer distinct, no longer forming clear pictures in your mind. They have blurred, softened, dissolved into a comforting wash of shapes and muted colors, a gentle visual haze that accompanies your journey into slumber. You are letting go of the need to see, the need to understand, embracing the soft, indistinct beauty of the world as it fades into the realm of dreams. This is a profound moment of release, a gentle surrender to the quiet magic of rest. The gentle, continuous flow of sensation, of sound, of subtle aroma, of warmth, all of it is working in perfect harmony to lull you deeper and deeper into a state of profound relaxation. There's no effort involved, no striving, no resistance. Just a peaceful, unwavering drift towards the quiet solace of sleep. The world has slowed, softened, and faded, leaving you in this perfect, serene space where only peace exists. You are utterly surrounded by calm, cradled by quiet, and gently guided by the soft rhythm of the world preparing for rest. Each moment is a deeper descent into tranquility, a beautiful, unhurried journey towards the sweetest slumber. The rain continues its gentle, persistent whisper, a lullaby that has no end, a constant companion in this peaceful drift. And those chimes, now almost imperceptible, a faint, lingering echo from a dream, a final, soft kiss of sound before everything settles into profound stillness. You are safe, you are warm, you are ready for sleep.